Do you believe industry plants are real? And if so, who do you think might be one?
I don't think industry plants are real.
No?
Me and Tekashi, he feels like Ian Connor is an industry plant. I mean, look.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it was like a white rapper.
I love saying that too.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Look, I think as a business, if you sign a relatively new artist and you've invested a certain amount of money in that artist, you're going to try to push them and place them in situations where that artist will blow up and you ultimately will recoup and make that money. But is that an industry plant, or is that someone that you feel as an A&R has a potential to blow up? And you want to invest money into him and make him look maybe a little bigger than he is at the time. Some people could say that's an industry plant. I look at it as...
No, the industry plant, though, is not just about making them big and all of that. It's about putting somebody in place, putting resources behind them, and then having them promote a certain agenda, which is generally destructive to the Black community. That's what an industry plant is usually accused of. Tekashi 6ix9ine was accused of being one. Sexyy Red was accused of being an industry plant on some just negative shit for females. Like there's a lot of fucking bullshit that people just come out and just, who else could have been? Lil Nas X, I think, was accused of being an industry plant because look at all the resources that came behind that motherfucker just out the gate. And then what did they have him promote? This whole fucking, you know what they had him promoting, and now they done drove his ass crazy. And he walking the streets bucket ass naked, don't know what the fuck to do.
Well, look, I'm not a fan of Sexyy Red's music per se, but I also don't really like female rap all that much anyways. So it kind of goes par for the course.
I'm a Sean P.S. too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ruck.
Rest in peace, Sean.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ruck. Because he on my interview, he said, I like no female rappers.
Yeah, I like no female rappers.
You don't like no female rappers?
Not one.
Not one?
Not one.
So you don't like Lauryn Hill?
I did, but she sing all the time, so I wouldn't call her a rapper.
That's a classic. But he did shout out Rod Digger. He said, okay, besides, he said, Rod Digger.
Yeah,
he said, but that's it.
That's it.
Like no female rappers.
Yeah, look, I listened to Cardi B's new album once or twice, but it's not like I'm bumping Cardi's new album, and she's one of the top female rappers. When Nicki Minaj drops an album, I'll listen to it, but I won't bump it. It just is what it is. With Sexyy Red, I was not necessarily a fan of her music, but I remember me and Fredo Bang got into a conversation about this because they were signed to the same label, I think, at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And what he said, which actually made a lot of sense, was Sexyy Red is every woman's spirit animal. Every woman really wants to be Sexyy Red and just be ratchet.
That's not true, though. I don't think every
secretly, if they could just escape their regular life and be Sexyy Red for a night and not have any consequences when it comes to it, he says that every woman relates to that to a certain degree, whether they actually did it or they wish they could do it or they have friends who are like that or whatever else.
I don't think, there's a lot of, there's a lot of women out there that consider themselves classy, okay? And Sexyy Red represents a very low class type of woman. And I think that's what they want us to feel like is most of us. But it's not. There are a lot of Black women out there that really have high standards and would never be like, my ass super fat and talking about, my booty hole brown and all. Like, come on, yo.
Yeah, but look, Jamar, you and I have been around the block enough that we know that even the classiest women,
some of them,
when you put them in a certain situation, when the mood is right,
Oh.
And you're in the bedroom, and we've had a few women that have transformed to Sexyy Red. In certain situations. And we'll go back to being classy outside again. That's all I'm saying. And we're not mad at that. We're okay with that. We're okay with that. Right? We're okay with that. You know what they say was like a lady in the streets and a whore in the sheets? Like, no man really is mad at that.
Oh, shit.
No one wants to have a classy woman in the bedroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone kind of wants a bit of a Sexyy Red when it comes to certain situations. And I think that her put herself out there like that. And look, let's not forget that Drake co-signed her heavy. She went on tour with Drake. She's on a bunch of Drake songs. So that made a huge difference. That's not something you could buy. Like, you can't buy a Drake
and
co-sign.
that's what I'm saying. It's almost like, why would, that's what made her seem industry plannish. Yeah, we're gonna get you all the best features early in your career, like that.
Nah,
like,
man.
On, man.
I don't
she got
think
the Drake mad fast. Like,
yeah, I don't think a label could give Drake a check to put someone on his albums that he thinks is totally whack, but it's a nice check.
It's not about totally whack. It's about he's working with the team.
I don't know.
He's part of the team.
I don't know, man. I don't think so, man. I think that he appreciated what she brought in terms of her lane, and there were some songs that she fit well on, and he saw that she was sort of part of this next wave that was coming, and Drake is big on that, right? Drake is big on jumping on other artists' shit or having other artists jump on his shit. He's always been on that. And Jay-Z's been like that too when he was really active music-wise. But I don't think Sexyy Red is an industry plant. I think you really got to give it up to Tay Keith, the producer, for him to see the vision and put together the right type of beats for her to have songs that ultimately sound good to a certain population, to a certain genre. And she's taken off in that. So shout out to Sexyy Red. I don't think she's an industry plant, though. I don't think that there's any sort of puppeteer saying, yeah, she's going to destroy women and this, that type of thing. I don't think so, man, because at the end of the day, she's also a mom. She has multiple kids. She doesn't promote, like, bad parenting. She doesn't promote drug use, I don't think. You can find some other artists that are...
being a dirty whore. That's what she promotes.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Sexyy Red, though. Shout out to Sexyy Red.
Shout out to Sexyy Red, I guess.